Everyone said it's like 8 times hotter up here. Fellow students, faculty, our distinguished guests, Mr. Daly, Miss Annunziata, Mr. Pissarro, Pastor Gilmore, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles that weren't invited but showed up anyway. And forgive me if I say this terribly wrong. Musikon Yimman Geikachun. My name is Jacob Trombley, and I'm honored to be the valedictorian of an unparalleled group of individuals. They are astonishing, creative, humorous, and ingenious. Individuals which have endured blood, sweat, all-nighters, tears, and sore wrists from Mr. Lake's tests. This is the Niagara Christian Community School's graduating class of 2012. As classmates, we have all gone through a roller coaster of experiences together. We have learned together, laughed together, grown spiritually as a community, confided in each other, trusted each other, endured countless hours in study hall in room 10, triumphed and lost together, and some have gossiped and smoked together. Oh crap, I'm supposed to take that out.
Oh crap.
You can't take back the award, right? As classmates, we've all gone through. Oh, so I read that already.
That rattled them.
We've all experienced profound change. For instance, my friend Nathan Hooper, who so often insisted it was the woman's role to make the sandwich, is now so ironically enrolled in culinary arts. In all seriousness, we are all inspired by others to change, to become great. But this day should not solely be a recollection of our struggles and achievements. So let's take a moment to thank those whose contributions, time, and dedication have made our success possible. For without them, we would not be able to achieve the level of community and academic achievement. First, I want to recognize our dedicated teachers, who have given us the knowledge to advance and be successful. They have inspired us to become so much more and to consistently go above and beyond the call of duty. To the dedicated dorm staff, who have acted as parents, mentors throughout all of our days and nights in NCC. To the office and administration, for keeping us in line with promptly administered green, blue, and purple slips, as well as attending to all of our needs very rigorously. To the custodial and maintenance teams, for making our educational environment that much more enjoyable. To the cafeteria staff and New Spring, for feeding our bodies and our minds. To our bus drivers, for without them, the weekly essential Walmart trips and coveted dating escapades would simply not be possible. And last and most certainly least, for the one thing that was never there when that major assignment was due, our dear friend, NCC Open. As part of a traditional valediction, I am tasked with imprinting binding words of wisdom as you depart this prestigious institution and venture out into the world. I can bombard you with many cliches, those which often are circulated on Facebook, Twitter, 9gag, Reddit, by over-emotional teenagers. Yes, the ones that are constantly reminding you that the sky is the limit, that you could be the one that could find the cure for cancer, that you could solve the world's pressing environmental dilemmas, or become the next billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. In life, we are told these cliches enough, and they so often suggest that success is dependent on material, money, and power. Now I want to challenge you with a new idea of what success is, because I feel that these expectations are so erroneously placed. We tend to forget, because of this indoctrination by society, that each of us are individuals with certain strengths, weaknesses, and amazingly defining attributes. Living vicariously through society's goals You know, that seems like a very limited life to me. We can all fall into such an alluring trance, so fixated on these goals, that we can encase ourselves in that box defined by society. I am a firm believer in the doctrine that investing only in those beliefs leaves you with a shell of a life, a narrow outlook on life, barring you from reaching a true state of success. Success defined by each and every one of you, and not the marketing branch of a multinational corporation. As Albert Einstein once said, everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. So if I can put aside and bypass the cliches and leave you with one truth, it is that life can be so much broader. Once you discover one simple fact, and that is that everything in this world that society calls life was made by someone no smarter than you. And you can change it. But not as a fish trying to climb a tree, but as a fish who recognizes that it was born to swim. Once you realize this, you can change someone's life with the simplest act and leave a lasting and living legacy through the uniqueness of your abilities. The embodiment of this powerful ideology is found perhaps in the world's greatest teacher, Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was an iconic image of compassion. She didn't have much in the traditional definition of success. She never graduated top of her class. She didn't even attend a university. She was not wealthy in the colloquial definition of the word. She was not beautiful, if beautiful is what we find on the cover of fashion magazines. In fact, and most amazingly, she was about this tall. She was a tiny, tiny woman, but she wielded such a large heart. It is that heart which made her such a powerful person, such an influential representation of humankind's capability of compassion. Someone once proposed a question to her: how do you do it? How do you work every day alongside people who are suffering and who are dying, knowing that you cannot help every person? She cracked a large smile and replied, you have to realize, in our lives we do no great things, but we can do small things with great love. Once you realize that it is those small things through great love which can influence the world, you will never be the same. For me, this is a radical approach to success, blatantly disregarding what society tells us that is true. Instead of society telling us that power is made perfect in fame, there are those who would say that power is made perfect in weakness. It is through this understanding of success that one can fully comprehend the most defining moment of human history, being that when a man died on a cross to save a world. Once you really learn that and take it into your heart, you will never be the same. So I challenge you to take every task from this moment forward and put that great love into it. I can confidently say that if what they say is true about the youth being our future, then looking at my fellow classmates, I can faithfully say that the future is going to be very bright. On behalf of myself and NCC, God bless, good luck, chocolate hoan on your future ventures, and as you move from this small family into the seemingly daunting world, I would ask that you all please give your 2012 graduating class a massive round of applause.